Hello, and welcome to Accounting 205, Chapter 1. My name is Rob Hochschild, and I'll be your instructor for this semester. Very quickly, my background is I am the accounting chair here at ACCT Community College in South Bend, Indiana. I am a practicing active CPA, certified public accountant, registered and licensed in the state of Indiana. I have 2 degrees from Ivy Tech, one in small business operations, which is now business administration, and in accounting, and I achieved those in the 1980s. I then went on and got my bachelor's degree at Bethel College here in Mishawaka, and I got my master's in accounting at Indiana University South Bend in 2005. All right. So I have been an active tax accountant for about 30 years now. I still own a business here in town, and I still work it during tax season, as I have, like I said, for about 30 years. All right. I would like to start off Chapter 1 by pointing out that it may take a few videos to get through Chapter 1, as I believe I'm limited to 10 minutes here on YouTube without having to pay an extra price. So there could be a series of videos for this chapter. So let me point out to you a few things already about what you need to study for in this book. If you go to the front of the book, all right, go to pages X and XI, Roman numerals X and XI, pages 10 and 11. And what you will see there is the annotated 1040 map. Now, what I would do is to, assuming that you can keep the book, tear these pages out, or put a post-it note on them, because we're going to be referring to them a lot. What's really good about these 2 pages is that all the line numbers in the 1040 are referenced back to certain learning objectives in your book. Okay, for example, if you go to line 8A, taxable interest on Form 1040, it tells you on page X that it's LO 2.2. That means Learning Objective 2.2. And if you go to Chapter 2, Learning Objective 2, in that chapter, it'll talk about taxable interest. Okay, so that's what that is referring to. Okay, so we lay the foundation for individual taxes in chapters 1 and 2. Chapter 1 deals a lot with the standard deduction and who has to file and who a dependent is, and it's an extremely important and can be a little bit complicated chapter. Chapter 2 deals with gross income and what fits the definition of income and what does not fit the definition of income. So these first 2 chapters are extremely important. Okay. As we move on, what I would like you to do is to go into your book, and I'm not going to read it to you page by page. I know you can do that, so I'm going to go and talk about some of the highlights, and I will try to refer to the things that are going to be on your quiz. All right, we do have quizzes in this course. And if you go to your syllabus, all right, it will tell you that on page 9 of your syllabus that the quizzes are due by 11:55 p.m. on the date listed in the course calendar. All right, so specifically your first quiz, okay, all right, is on the second line of your course calendar. I'm not going to mention the exact date because I want these videos to carry through to the fall. All right, you normally have 6 to 7 days to do these quizzes. All right, there are no time limits on these quizzes. You can go in and out of them as much as you want, as long as you get them done by the due date. All right, and you always have a 6-day window at least to do these quizzes. So take your time, research the answers, all right, and do your best on these quizzes. Okay, so chapter 1 basically starts off talking about the history and the objectives of the tax system, all right, and it mentions in there that that there are goals that are set, all right. There are social goals, and there are, for example, a social goal would be to allow you to deduct your charitable contributions on your tax return. Okay, there's economic goals. Obviously, the Internal Revenue Service is, is empowered to collect the revenue for, the U.S. government. All right, and so there are different types of goals that are set up through our tax law. All right. Excuse me. Okay. What I would like to do next is jump to page 1-5 in your book. Okay. On page 1-5 in your book. All right. You have learning objective 1.3. Now, I'm sorry. Excuse me. All right. What I'd like you to do is, take a pen or a pencil, and I want you to look at the tax formula for individuals, which is going to be, on your first test. And I want you to note which lines on the 1040 are labeled for each one of these terms. So, gross income. All right, still looking at pages X and XI, all right, your annotated Form 1040 map. All right, gross income is line 22. The deductions for adjusted gross income is line 36. The adjusted gross income itself, which we call the line, all right, in quotations, the line. So you will hear terms like above the line deductions, all right, above the line deductions. So above the line deductions would be lines 23 through 35, all right, on page 1 of the 1040. The below the line deductions would be on the second page of the 1040, all right. So adjusted gross income is referred to as the line, all right. And those are lines 37 and 38. Okay, the greater of the itemized deductions or the standard deduction is line 40. The exemptions are on line 42. The taxable income is on line 43. The tax rate, okay, those are found in various places in your book. All right, there is a card at the start of your book which has all the tax rates on it. Okay, you also have an appendix in the back of your book. All right, if you go to the appendixes or the appendices, all right, the tax rate schedules are in Appendix A. Okay, all right, your gross tax liability is on line 47. Your tax credits and prepayments are on lines 48 through 74. And finally, your tax due or refund is lines 75, 76A, and 78. Okay? All right. You periodically, all right, have to complete a homework assignment. All right? These homework assignments will be completed using the tax software that comes with your book. All right? For the 2018 edition, that tax software is the Intuit online software. Okay, it's called ProConnect. All right. So you will use that software to complete the tax returns that have been given to you as assignments. And again, if you look at the course calendar, it tells you which assignment is coming due. All right. So the very first one that is due is the Abigail Boxer return. All right, that is comprehensive problem 2B at the back of page or at the back of chapter 1. Okay, this concludes this part of the chapter 1 video.